Hi everyone, I'm Milo. Before we begin, like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Let's begin. Once upon a time, in a quiet forest beneath a shimmering night sky, there lived a little mouse named Milo. Milo wasn't like the other mice in the forest. While they spent their days gathering crumbs and hiding from owls, Milo would spend his nights gazing up at the moon. He was fascinated by its soft silver glow, its round and glowing face, and the way it watched over the world in silence. Every evening, Milo would climb onto a smooth stone just outside his burrow, wrap himself in his tiny scarf, and whisper, "Someday, I'll visit the moon." The other animals chuckled when they heard him. "You're just a mouse," said the squirrels. "Even I can't fly that far," hooted the owl. But Milo didn't mind. He believed that big dreams were for everyone, even a tiny mouse like him. Then one night, something magical happened. As Milo sat on his stone, a soft moonbeam touched it. The stone began to glow gently and slowly lifted into the air. Milo squeaked in surprise and held on tight as it rose above the trees, through the clouds, past twinkling stars, and all the way to the moon. When the stone touched down, Milo stepped onto the moon's glowing surface. It wasn't cold or empty as he had imagined. It was filled with wonder. Craters sparkled with stardust, and moon daisies glowed under a gentle breeze. In the distance stood a tall silver castle that shimmered with light. At the gates of the castle stood a group of mice. Only they sparkled like stars and wore tiny cloaks woven from moon threads. "Welcome to Mira, the Moonlight Kingdom," one of them said. "We've been watching you, Milo. You dream with your whole heart, and that makes you one of us." They led Milo through the castle, where he saw jars full of laughter, maps made of dreams, and soft lights floating through the air. The Moon Queen, a graceful mouse with a crown that glowed, approached him. "We are the moon mice," she said. "We care for the dreams of Earth. But lately, some dreams have begun to fade. We need someone who still believes, someone with Earth in his heart and stars in his eyes. Will you help us?" Milo's eyes grew wide. "Me? Help the dreams?" The queen smiled. "Yes, Milo. Will you be our dream keeper?" Milo nodded proudly. From that night on, Milo rode in a moonbeam carriage, traveling between Earth and the moon. He collected forgotten dreams, those that drifted away when children felt afraid or sad. He stitched them back together with laughter and light and returned them through bedroom windows. He whispered gentle words into their ears as they slept. "You're brave. You are loved. You can do anything." The children slept more peacefully. Their dreams became brighter, and Milo knew he was helping the world in his own small way. But after many nights of dream keeping, Milo began to miss his forest, the rustling leaves, the cool wind, and the warmth of his stone. The Moon Queen saw this in his eyes and gently placed a glowing gem in his paw. "You may return home, Dreamkeeper," she said. "This light will always be with you." Milo returned to the forest, and the animals who once laughed now gathered around to hear his stories. They listened with wide eyes as he spoke of starry castles, dream jars, and the magic of believing. And every night, Milo still climbed onto his old stone, holding the glowing gem in his paw. He looked up at the moon and smiled, because he knew now, for certain, that even the smallest mouse can make the biggest difference when he dares to dream. Moral of the story: never be afraid to dream big, even if others doubt you. The smallest creature can make the biggest difference.